We all collect something, whether or not we realize it. For some of us, it's clothes, art, video games, toys. You're hunting for something you're interested in. But what separates the average person from a collector? Let's talk about some of the most notable collectors I know to give some perspective. Here's Nigo. Some of you may know him as the father of streetwear. He has one of the most impressive archives, ranging from 100-year-old Levi's jackets, $1 million chains, and figures. There's also Ryan Fuller, who sold a complete set of every Supreme skate deck for $800,000. But what is collecting at its core? Don't get it twisted with this, though, that's hoarding. It's completely different. Its definition is bring or gather together things that are typically scattered. You're finding pieces and putting them in one place, which isn't easy. It's seeking, locating, acquiring, organizing, cataloging, displaying, storing, and maintaining items that are of interest to a collector. But why do they do it? Well, it's for pleasure, to learn more about the items, and just having them. Like with clothes, you can wear them once you get them, and it's like displaying a trophy that you worked for. Now, I'm going to give you some perspective on some collectors I know and what they do, and let's start with me. My name is Mike, and I collect rare clothing, shoes, and figures. It all started with me collecting and styling my characters in games. I took an interest in digital fashion at an early age. You could swap around items however you saw fit, and there was a buy sell trade market for them. Then I got interested in clothes once a friend gave me a Bape hoodie as a gift. All the details that go into making these by hand had me curious what else was out there. And from there, I learned about new brands with internet research and trips to shops. Collecting became an outlet for me to express myself in what I wear and enjoy the chase of finding items that I'm looking for. I'm a reseller mainly with fashion pieces, and I chose that route to be able to make money while I'm hunting for my collection. What I currently go after is luxury designer brands, streetwear, and vintage, items you just don't see often. I get most of my stuff from connections and thrifting almost every day. I know a lot of the workers at the stores, and I consider them my friends. One of those people is Brooke, and she's got the coolest assortment of Playboy collectibles I've ever seen. I met Brooke when I was selling clothes at a Buffalo exchange, and we became friends because of our mutual interests in collecting. Her most interesting one is her Playboy memorabilia, so we're gonna go take a closer look at what she has.
Hi, my name is Brooke. I collect Playboy merchandise and I've been collecting for probably 7 or 8 years. So I really collect any and all Playboy. If it's vintage, even better. That's what I'm really looking for, but also the weirder the better. Shower curtains, chairs, clothing, anything and everything. If it's Playboy, I want to collect it. The reason behind it is truly just because I've always been obsessed with like vintage sex stuff and memorabilia from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And Playboy has always resonated with me. I think it's very empowering. It's a fun thing to collect. It's easy to come by. So where I get most of the Playboy stuff is from apps online like Mercari and Depop, Facebook Marketplace. And then there's a lot of people that know also that I love Playboy, so they will share those things with me when they find them.
Meeting Alex was the most genuine way sneakerheads could become friends. I complimented his Fear of God ones at the train station, and he liked my Supreme Dunks. It couldn't be more organic than that.
My name is Alexandros Price. I collect sneakers primarily. I got a huge collection of Supreme. Since I was about like 4 or 5 years old, I've collected Pokemon. I collect it all. I got into streetwear. I started in around 2011 with definitely Supreme. Supreme was the brand that got me into collecting. And then around 2014, definitely 2015, I started getting more into Jordans. Pokemon was my game franchise that I grew up with. My father bought me my first Pokemon game when I was 4, and I don't know why, but I kept it in the box, and ever since then, it's been an addiction.
From all the collections I visited, there's one thing in common with all of them, and I'd say that's passion. If there wasn't any, they wouldn't go out of their ways and spend more money on it. That interest keeps them going and looking harder for more. And it feels like a combination of personal connection, expression, and the hunt. Finding what you've been looking for is an incredible feeling, and we keep going after that again and again. And for some of us, those wants turn into needs or inessential essentials.